I got some really cool organising hacks to simplify your home and your life. I'm 41, so I've got lots of experience of organising my home to make my life so much easier. I'm also a mum to 4 children and a dog, so anything I can do to help simplify my life, honestly, I need to do that. So if you want to make your life and your home a little bit easier to manage, I've got some really cool organising hacks to show you. Anything that I'm going to be mentioning in this video, I'll leave links to in the description box. My name's Lindsay, and let's get stuck straight in. The first thing I want to show you is the organisation that I've got in my car. I got this amazing organiser from Amazon. I love this because I can keep essentials in my car, so I'm not having to remember to grab those things before I do every car journey. I keep things in here like a small umbrella, and it's just handy, it's always there for me. I also keep my shopping bags in here, and I just fold them up in this little compartment. In this section, I've got things like wet wipes, little nappy sacks just in case I need them for the dog, or wet clothes. In this larger area, I'm keeping everything for my dog. So I've got things like a really long lead, say if I want to go to the park, her ball catcher thingy, I don't know what that's called. I've also got this amazing mat, and it just covers my whole boot, stops my boot from getting wet because I'm always putting things in here like dirty bikes, wellies, really wet umbrellas, shopping bags. You know what it's like when you're putting things in and out of the boot. That boot is going to get absolutely ruined if you don't have a mat down. So this mat is amazing because I can clean it if I need to, but it is a really solid, hard wearing one as well, and it's flexible. So even though this doesn't fit my boot exactly, I've just curved it up on the ends and it's been completely fine. And those are some simple organising solutions for my car. Another organiser that I love is this bottle organiser. Honestly, the bottles in this house can become a little bit of a problem because I've got 6 people in this house and we use reusable bottles all the time, especially the kids with school. I found it really hard to find a solution for these bottles until I found this organiser on Amazon. I love these because they've got so many sections for so many bottles, but I also love that they can stack on top of one another. So if you've got a tall cupboard, you can actually stack these on top of one another instead of side by side like I have here. You can also just use one at a time, so you don't have to use 2 of them. I think you can get these in single packs as well, so I will link a few down below for you. But these are brilliant. They're really hard wearing perspex material, and they fit quite long bottles in these as well. This is probably my favourite organising solution in my whole home. Another thing that's helped me massively to help keep my home tidy is to have a little basket for my blankets. This basket I got from Georgia Asda. These pop-up laundry baskets are brilliant for blanket storage. If you use a lot of blankets or throws in your house, it can easily make your home look really untidy if those things are laying around. If you've got kids and they're anything like mine, those blankets will constantly end up on the floor. Just like my cushions do, because seriously, my kids got a vendetta against those pillows. What have they ever done to you, kids? Even if you've got the blankets laying around on chairs in your home, it can just look so untidy. So I find it so much nicer now that I've got storage for my blankets. It takes a second to literally grab that blanket and throw it in the basket because it becomes a little bit of a game with me. But it is just out of the way. They're quite tall, so they fit quite a few blankets. So I highly recommend these laundry hampers for blanket storage. Something else I love to do is to have laundry baskets to sort my laundry into colours. I've got 3 laundry baskets. These are really inexpensive. I've got 2 of the George ones that I showed you for my blankets just now. And then I've also got this lovely one that I got from IKEA. I think this was about £11, but I love it. It is a really solid canvas material and it really keeps its shape nice as well. So I highly recommend these. You can get special clothes organisers, which I'll link a few down below for you. But these are brilliant because they're very inexpensive. I love the fact that they're tall as well, so they fit loads of clothes in, and it's just so much easier now to grab a basket, one basket at a time, and throw all those clothes in the washing machine. So I'm not having to sort through the laundry, trying to find blacks or trying to find whites or trying to find colours, which is what I used to do before I had a system like this. I literally just throw the clothes in. It's so simple. So if you're struggling with your laundry, I highly recommend doing something like this. One of my favourite storage hacks is to have toy storage that looks like adult storage. You definitely don't need to do what I used to do with my boys when they were little. I don't know if you know, I've got a 19-year-old boy and a 15-year-old boy. I used to have these really gaudy, really bright coloured plastic children's storage. They've got drawers and they're all different colours and they just look so unsightly. You don't need to buy those. You can easily just buy a bookshelf. You can use that for toy storage. Obviously you need to be a bit careful, maybe turn it on its side so it's a bit safer and attach it to the wall if you're worried about furniture tipping. You can get some really lovely tubs or baskets, laundry hampers which look like adult storage but are brilliant for toy storage. So you can put the toys away and then you don't have to look at them in the evening if you're trying to settle down and you want to have an adult space to chill out in. This is something that's made a massive difference in my life. Honestly, I love the fact now that I can have an adult space in the evening and I've not got loads of toys laying around. If you have a look at my living room now, there are literally no toys in sight and that is the way that I love it. And my favourite storage are the IKEA Kallax storage units. They are brilliant for adult storage. You can get lots of different coloured baskets, boxes, drawers to suit your theme in your home, and they look so clean and fresh as well. I've got quite a few of these in my home now and everything just looks so organised and tidy just because of this one simple storage solution. And actually when people come to my home they always say, how do you keep things so tidy when you've got 4 kids? And it is literally because of adult storage like this. One of my newest organising solutions is this toothbrush holder that I got from Amazon. I love this because if you've got electric toothbrushes, you know what it's like trying to stand those things up and they always fall over, don't they? We've got an electric toothbrush for everyone in this family and this is brilliant because it can hold up to 4 electric toothbrushes. I also pop normal toothbrushes in this so it doesn't have to just be for electric toothbrushes. I love the compartment at the back as well for toothpaste, and this is large enough to hold a few tubes of toothpaste. It hasn't got gaps for toothbrushes or toothpaste to slide into. It is solid all the way through and it's quite heavy. It feels like marble. It looks expensive and it just goes lovely in my bathroom. I think you can get a black one as well. I'll leave links to those two down below for you. I like that it's easy to clean as well and I really love how stylish it looks. If you've watched my channel already, you'll know that I'm a lover of command hooks. If you come to my house, you'll see command hooks everywhere because I use them for everything. The reason why I love these is because when I don't know how to use a drill and I like the fact that I can rely on myself just to stick these on the wall. They're really strong. You can put them anywhere. They're also damage free as well. So I can stick these on the wall and then if I change my mind at a later date, I can just take them off and they're not going to damage the wall at all. They're also great for backs of doors. I've got loads of these now on the backs of quite a few doors in my home. I use them for things like dressing gown storage. So I've got these command hooks in every bedroom for dressing gown storage. I also use these under my stairs on the inside of my cupboard door. And these are great for coat storage for my little girls. So if you've got kids, they're brilliant for coat storage. They're also great for holding little baskets like this so I can organise things like sunglasses, gloves in the winter, summer hats, winter hats, all sorts in these. And they're just brilliant because I can just pop them into a cupboard. They're not taking up floor space or counter space. They're out of sight, out of mind, and they're just brilliant for using up the space that you wouldn't normally use up. Some hooks that I've got can hold quite heavy weights. I love this hook on the back of my utility door because it's really strong. I can put loads of wet washing onto this. So what I do is I put my washing onto hangers straight from the washing machine and then I'll just hook the clothes onto the back of the door. It just helps me as I'm going through my laundry routine to have a little hook here. I've got one for keeping my laundry basket off the floor, my mop. This is a brilliant little clip. I don't know if it's a command hook. I will find out for you, but I will link this little hook down below for you because it is brilliant. It keeps my Veleda mop off the floor, and if you don't know what a Veleda mop is, I'm linking it for you because it is brilliant. I'm also using them to hold some laundry baskets as well. One of my newest organising solutions is this shoe storage. So this is actually a Kallax storage unit that I got from IKEA. What I've done is I've got a 4 cube and then a 2 cube and put them side by side. I really wish IKEA would make a 6 cube. That would be ideal, but they don't. So I thought I would come up with this system instead. And I love these new boxes that IKEA are doing at the moment. The pattern goes lovely in my haul. I just love them. I swap these up depending on the seasons. In the winter, I keep in here hats, gloves, scarves for myself and my little girls. And then in the summer, I'll swap this up, and in here at the moment are their summer sandals, caps, and some sunglasses as well. And it's surprising what you can fit in these boxes. And it looks a little bit less cluttered now with these boxes in my hallway. I also love these for shoe storage. I went and bought these little shelf inserts that you can get from IKEA as well. So it halves the shelf again, so I can make the most of the vertical space. So I can fit so many shoes in here. I also love that you can easily clean this as well. This is my kids' favourite, and this is a snack cupboard. I don't know about you, but if your kids come in, are they always starving? Because this started with my boys when they were little. They would come straight in from school and straight away be looking for food. So I thought I would help myself and them and make a snack cupboard. My girls come straight in from school now. They're straight to that snack cupboard. And to be honest, that snack cupboard gets cleared within minutes, it feels like, because my kids are constantly in there. To be honest, I try my best to stay out of there because I'm just as bad. But it is great because I've got things in here like a Lazy Susan, so we can store some snacks in here like little bars or biscuits, and it's great because you can spin that Lazy Susan and just see what's at the back. I also like to keep crisps in a basket. I've got this basket from IKEA. I love these baskets, by the way, they just look so stylish. And I just keep things in here like boxes of crackers, brioche rolls, breadsticks, pancakes and things like that, so that my kids always know that they can go there, get a snack, and they know where everything is. I've also got this little container at the back, and I keep pot noodles in here as well. It's just a really easy way to organise a snack cupboard, and my kids, honestly, they love this. The last thing I want to show you are these organising bags that I got from Amazon, and I love them so much that I've got 2 of them, and honestly this has saved my time and energy like you wouldn't believe. I like the fact that they're quite big, so you can fit loads in these. They're also made of mesh, so they're great because if you get them wet then they can easily dry off. They're also great because the mesh stops the sand from going inside, because the mesh is very, very fine, and I've never had any problems with sand getting into these. But if sand did get into these, you could easily just tip it out. Honestly, it is so robust. It's got a handle, oh you can't even see me, it's got a handle on the top as well for easily carrying it around. And this is great because you can actually pop it on your shoulder as well. That's what I do. So I just pop it on my shoulder and then carry it around like that. The fact that it's got so many compartments is amazing. Let me just explain to you what this bag is. This is a beach bag that I always keep packed. So if I decide to take my kids to the beach, then this is always ready to go. I am going to do a separate video on these bags of what I keep in them, but just to go through this really quickly with you, I'll keep things in here like talcum powder. Now, if you've never used talcum powder for getting sand off your feet, honestly, you need to try it. It's one of my favourite mum hacks. Buckets and spades in here. I've also got spare clothes, and I keep the spare clothes in a little bag like this so they don't get wet. I've also got some wearable towels. I got these from Next and they're really good. I got sun cream, some swim towels, hats in here just in case. I got a bag in here for wet clothing or sandy clothing. That is always been handy. And I've also got this brilliant, honestly going to link this for you because I love it so much. This is a fold out mat that you can put on the sand. This is brilliant because it's so small. I can easily keep it in that bag, and I'm not having to carry around deck chairs or those really long annoying rattan mat things that you can have for the beach. I had one for years and it was so annoying to carry, so I decided to get this. It is a really thin waterproof mat, and it is brilliant because it comes with pegs as well, so you can just peg the corners. I've used this on windy days and it does keep it down. Like I said though, I am going to do a separate video on these bags, and I'll go through in detail everything that's in them. So if you're interested, subscribe and I'll make that video in the future. I've also got another bag for swimming. So my little girls used to do swimming lessons. It was so handy to actually keep this fully packed. And when I use things, I used to wash things and then put them straight back in this bag for the week after. It means I'm not having to scramble around trying to remember everything. I just grab this bag and go. In here I've got some swim vests. I got those from Amazon too. I've also got a little waterproof bag for swimming costumes. These are brilliant, these waterproof bags. I've also obviously got their swim towels in there. a hairbrush. These hairbrushes are brilliant. They're the Tangle Teaser brushes, but they're the wet ones. I've got 2 of those, but I always keep one in their swimming bag. I've also got some brilliant goggles in here that I got from Amazon. They're like the ski goggles, and I will link those because we love them so much. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed these organising hacks from me today. If you like videos like this, I make organising, decluttering, parenting, and also videos on my road to becoming more minimal and living a slower lifestyle. Tips and hacks and advice on simplifying your life and making your life a little bit easier. Then I make helpful videos like that on this channel. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.